Hi guys. So today, this is really difficult because I woke up this morning and I didn't know that it was gonna be today. So it's been a really weird morning for me. I've already kind of gotten all of my tears out of the way. To kind of put it simply, how do I say this? Probably for a very good reason. We didn't really, nobody knew that announcement was going to be made today. For people that are out of the loop, which I doubt you're out of the loop, but I will tell you anyway. My gen mate, Gura, has announced that she is going to be graduating from hololive on May 1st, JST. When I say that nobody knew, I don't mean that we didn't know. Like Gura said herself, this was a long time coming and something that I was aware of for a long time. What I didn't know was that it was going to be today, and probably for very good reason. Nobody knew. So I spent a lot of time thinking about how I was going to address it and talk about it, but I kind of kept putting it off, I guess. For like the past little while, I was thinking to my couple months or so, I was thinking I'll think about how to address this and what I'm going to say to the fans, etc. But I woke up this morning and didn't know it was going to be today, and now I'm kind of floundering, I guess, because I don't know what to say or how to address it. I know that it's not really my responsibility to make a big statement, but it kind of is, because this is my gen mate, and I think even just by the sheer number of people that are here right now, people are expecting me to make a statement of some kind, and I have a lot of unsorted feelings and emotions that it's very tough to get through right now. So I'm just not really knowing what to say. I know that I could have pushed the stream. I thought about moving it to tomorrow or the next day. Those are thoughts that I had, but the reason that I decided not to was because I think a lot of people are really sad right now, understandably, and I wanted to do something so that we could continue having some fun together even in the midst of this sadness, and so I decided to stream anyway. And I think that we'll still be able to have fun today, regardless of everything that is going on, because like I said, we've had a really long time to prepare for this. I feel worse for you guys, of course, who are experiencing this, because at the end of the day, I can talk to Gura when I want to, but it's harder for the fans that are having to say goodbye. I just got really into my thoughts about the past. This morning, while I was attempting to eat breakfast, I thought about a lot of stuff that we've been through, and it's just a really complicated time right now. But I did want to say some things. Sorry if my thoughts aren't well put together. I always worry about how I am going to face the public with my perspective, because my perspective doesn't much matter in my opinion, but there are a lot of people here. So I'm guessing that there are people that care about how I feel about this. My perspective is one thing, but the talent that is leaving, that is graduating, their perspective is number one, of course, because people are wondering, why, etc. And these are questions that I can't answer. Whenever a talent says something like disagreements with management and direction with the company and stuff like that, those aren't worries that I can assuage, because I am a person that likes the way that things are, which doesn't make my opinion any better or worse than theirs. Everybody has their own way that they want to go, and for people whose Oshis are leaving, it's devastating that they are unhappy here and want to leave. So no matter how much I say things like, I'm happy guys, don't worry, that's not gonna make the various fans of people that are leaving feel any better. So there's really not much that I can say in that regard. What I will say is that it's never one thing. I can say that with confidence. Every single person has different experiences with the company, with Holo in general. Maybe some reasons are the same. I know that I don't know, But in general, it's never one thing, is what I have heard and what I understand. Disagreements with management it's a bit of a catch-all that kind of encompasses all reasons that someone may not want to stay anymore. But what those reasons are, I don't know. And just because I'm happy doesn't mean that others are too. So we got to come to terms with that fact as well. Now, instead of talking about the logistics of all of it, which I don't think I can speak on, to be completely honest, because I'm very happy. I'm sad that my friend doesn't want to be here anymore, but I respect her decision. If it is time for her to go, I know that things won't ever return to the way that they were at the beginning. It was a very different time, almost 5 years ago. Oh my god. It's so crazy to think about. Almost 5 years. What the hell? Altogether, myth in the beginning. None of us knew each other or not spoken to each other. I didn't know Gura. But I knew that before we debuted and the little amount of time that we had gotten to spend together that she's really, really funny. A really funny person. And I loved talking to her off stream. She was just always knew what to say. She's just a genuinely hilarious person. I hate these kinds of talks because it sounds like I'm talking about a dead person. But she's not dead. She's still here and will be doing things until May 1st, but I can't help but reminisce, I guess, on everything that's happened. We just have so many memories. So many memories that I think about them and it just makes me feel old. I think that no matter what Gura chooses to do in the future, I think more than just sitting here wishing for her success or anything like that, as a person that knows Gura and has spoken to her personally as a friend, I think my only wish is for her to find happiness in whatever she does. I don't know what her future is gonna look like, but that's not really what I care about. I just want her to be happy and just live a peaceful life. That's all I want at this point. It's okay to cry. I'm not gonna cry on stream. Only the Persona 3 streams. It's the only place you'll ever hear me cry, because that was special. I let myself cry on stream. I'm not gonna do it, though. Like I said, I got most of my tears out of the way before the stream, so I delayed it so much so that you wouldn't have to hear the brunt of it. Now it is mostly over. I'm sure that it will continue later. I don't want to make a big scene. I hope that all of you will wish Gura well, and I don't even need to ask you. It feels ridiculous to ask you guys to wish Gura well. I'm sure the majority of people in this scene will be wishing her well, and if you aren't, that's silly. That's very silly, because she deserves it. Just a genuinely funny person with a beautiful voice that I wanted to hear more. There are a lot of times where I kind of wish that I could have been a better friend. I don't know what I could have done in the past, but it's a really complicated time right now. I think that things will be pretty peaceful from here. That doesn't change the fact that this is, I don't know why things are the way they are right now with graduation. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they want to rip the band-aid off or something like that. I think things will calm down, but there's always going to be a big hole that will never be filled in by anyone or anything. Hell of a band-aid, huh? 2025 was supposed to be a great year where he was hyping it up. Yay, all these wonderful things are happening, but at what cost? That everybody's, I can't say everybody. There are people that want to go, and I think that it's good that they're, I guess, able to leave in some way, because there are some places that will hold on tooth and nail to their talents. I'm glad that Gura is able to move on and do something that, I don't know, maybe is more for her. Maybe she'll rest. All these questions. Who's next? I don't know. That's not an answer that I can give you. But I know there's a lot of people they're really worried right now. There's a lot of discontent everywhere, and I don't know how to address it. Don't ask me things like who's next. I'm not going to be able to answer. It's also not very nice to a lot of the girls that are still here that want to make their dreams come true. It's gonna be tough. I think for you guys, it's gonna be hard for us as well. Looking around, there's a lot of discontent, and I think that people that are sad that their Oshi is left are completely valid in venting their feelings and their sadness. What I do want to say right now, and I don't know if this is a hot take or something that is gonna make people angry. If that's the case, I can handle it, being who I am, so I'm going to be the one to say it. This is something that has already been said in the JP sphere, so I'm going to say this to you guys right now. Be very cautious of people that are going to try and stir the pot in various ways. There is a big difference between people that are angry and upset that their Oshi has left and are expressing their frustration and venting, and people that are purposefully stirring the pot, pretending to be hololive fans. You can spot them pretty easily. They tend to use the same rhetoric. Holo is over, holo is dead, etc. blah blah blah. They will say the same things. You can pretty easily spot them by going to their accounts, looking at their post history, etc. It will be very easy to find them and point them out. How you choose to deal with them is not my problem. It's not my problem, it's not my responsibility how you fight your internet battles. You may choose to ignore, you may choose to respond and point out what they're doing. It's not up to me. But what I want to tell you is to look out for those people and recognize them and spot them. When they come around, there will be a lot of them. Maybe more than in the past. So I don't know if this is something that will get me shit. That's fine. I'm used to it. So I'm going to be the one to say it. I prefer to ignore. I like that the most, but just letting you guys know that that's going to happen. Best thing that you guys can do is be there for all the chumbuds that are probably extremely sad right now. Definitely. I know I said probably. They're definitely extremely sad. Be there for them. Wish them well, and be as kind to each other as possible right now. The Holo fan base is so wonderful. Full of such sweet people. Did you guys see the Breaking Dimensions song that they sang at a high school, I guess, moving up ceremony? We don't have that in America, so that really surprised me. It made me think again about how beautiful and amazing this community is, and it's full of such kind people. Please look out for each other. It'd make me really happy if you guys could remember kindness in this time. I don't say it often, but every day I feel like it's easier to wake up and get around and do things because of kindness towards each other, towards, you know, your friends, or even people that are from different fan bases, to just be kind. And as for where the future leads for us, it's kind of hard for me to talk about us right now because nothing will change the fact that someone very dear to me and to Myth is going to be leaving us. Myth will always be 5. I don't know what the future is going to bring, but whatever future is waiting for us, I hope we can all walk towards it together. Almost 5 years is a really long time to be in something like this. I was thinking about it and I realized, like, 5 years in the entertainment industry it feels like 15 in a desk job. Not in terms of how long it takes, because that's a bit tone deaf, right? Being in a desk job it probably feels even longer. Being in a desk job probably feels like 50 years. But in terms of career longevity, right? You move on to the next after a while. Unless you've made a good space there and you feel like it's a place where you can move up and continue onward. I'm really blessed that things got better for me here, which is, can you see the correlation? Now Mori doesn't want to leave, even though she wanted to in the beginning. Things are changing. Maybe they are. They might be. And I'll always feel kind of sad that sometimes I feel like, I wish we could make a way where everybody wants to stay. The tinfoil hat conspiracy. Now all of a sudden Mori wants to stay. The first 2 years I really did want to leave. I was at my breaking point for sure. When we were coming up on the 2nd year, all kinds of just terrible stuff was happening. And then things turned around for me. I hate that so much, that not everybody can be happy where we are. I wish I could fix it. This doesn't offer any, I guess, sanctuary to those whose Oshis have left or are leaving. I can only speak for the deadbeats that are here that are maybe worried. The deadbeats aren't worried, though. I don't think I'll leave at all. I think that if I left, I'd join staff, or I'd ask to be a producer or put in some kind of position like that, because I don't know what my life would look like if I hadn't joined cover. Personally, I don't know, but I can only offer that kind of comfort to the deadbeats. I'm gonna really miss Gura. I miss Ame. Myth will always be 5, even though there are only gonna be 3 of us for the next anniversary. Nothing will change everything that we did together almost 5 years now. Ever. That was the craziest year of my life. By far. And I have changed as a person because I've known Gura. I remember distinctly that she really made me laugh a lot in a time in my life where I wasn't laughing at all. And even though time changes things, and maybe we don't talk as much as we used to, I still wish her the best. And I just want her to be happy. That's all I want. I feel like part of it's my fault. I've gotten so busy. I can barely talk to people that I used to talk to so much back in the day. I really should make an effort to do that more. So let's make the most of the time that we have together with Gura and make sure that she has the best farewell ever. But again, like I said, you guys don't need me to tell you that. Gura is wonderful and has a group of people that, a huge group of people that are pushing for her. Everybody in Holo is all pushing for her to be happy. And yeah, so I don't want to drag this on for too long. If you guys still have somebody that you're pushing for in Holo EN, I hope that you'll continue supporting them throughout everything. If you don't have any Oshis left, no worries if you don't feel like watching anymore. I will always say that if you don't have anybody you want to push for and support, there is no harm in parting ways. I think that's just how life goes sometimes. But if you do still have a girl here who you want to push forward, I hope that you'll continue supporting her and let her know, how much you want her to succeed. I hope that you'll do that, regardless of everything. I know it's a tough time, and there's not a lot of words of comfort that I can offer you because I'm a bit realist. I'm a bit too much of a realist about the situation. I wish I could give you all calming words and reassurances, but I can only tell you the reality of the situation. That's all I can do.